is October 30th. But it is Wednesday. And about an hour ago, I saw that I was being. Bitch, it is October 30th. It is almost Halloween and it's getting spooky as fuck. It is Wednesday. And about an hour ago, I saw that I was being sued. I'm being sued by Alex Spiro on behalf of his client, Megan Thee Stallion. Do y'all want me to tell y'all what they're suing me for? As I pack to go to Camp Mall? Ha! Season 9 don't owe me shit. I swear to God. Whoa! Let's get into it, bitch. So I get up this morning. You know I gotta walk you through a bitch and paint the picture. So I get up and I'm like, child, let me go check my email, bitch. Let me go see what's going on. What's the first thing in my email? Correspondence on behalf of Alex Spiro. Dear Miss Cooper. I said, oh, okay. I said, so let me open this up and take a look. They said, this is the introduction and executive summary. And put this out yesterday. They said, these are the notice of claims and preservation of documents and information. We're filing a civil action against you, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, also known as MilagroGramz or Mob's World, concerning your campaign of harassment and cyberbullying and the false comments you've made regarding Megan Pete, also known as Megan Thee Stallion, including with regard to criminal case and appeal of the people of the state of California versus Daystar Peterson. And then they cite the case number, and then in parentheses, they say the case. For years, you and other bloggers have acted on behalf of Mr. Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, as an online rumor mill, churning out falsehoods about Miss Pete to your tens of thousands of social media followers. You and other bloggers are a mouthpiece and a puppet for Mr. Peterson with a vendetta against Miss Pete, committed to tearing her down at all costs, regardless of the truth. Since Mr. Peterson was indicted in 2020 for felony assault with a deadly weapon after shooting Megan Pete, to his later conviction in December 2022, up through today, you've done Mr. Peterson's public bidding to denigrate, belittle, insult, and spread false and defamatory statements about Miss Pete on your online platform for no other reason than to bully, harass, and punish Miss Pete for Mr. Peterson's conviction and to tarnish her reputation, causing emotional distress. The plaintiff is aware of your conspiratorial relationship with Mr. Peterson and knows that you're a paid surrogate of Mr. Peterson. Your conduct has repeatedly confirmed this. Hey, indeed, you promoted the debunked theory that Mr. Peterson did not shoot the plaintiff when all of the evidence proved otherwise and your theory repeatedly debased. You described the plaintiff as a quote, angry black woman and as a quote, lying asshole. You accused her of having, quote, a severe drinking problem and asked who, quote, needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist and maybe AA. You regularly enlist bot X accounts to attack and harass the plaintiff's fans and supporters whenever they challenge your false statements about the plaintiff. You even question the plaintiff's competency, asking your followers whether the plaintiff, quote, has a guardian or no, and whether the plaintiff has ever been deemed like legally retarded. Excuse me. When the plaintiff asked how to get bloggers like you to stop making false and demeaning posts about her, you responded that the plaintiff should, quote, just get over it or go away. Your misconduct reached new heights earlier this year in June 2024 after you promoted a deepfake video featuring an artificially created image of Megan engaging in sexual acts without her knowledge or consent. Not only did you like a post that shared access to the video, But you shared the post on your X account. You told X users to, quote, go to my likes so that they could see the video. Well, your actions violated Florida law for the promotion of an altered sexual depiction. Child, where the fuck y'all found that at? Where in the fuck did they go and find that law at, bitch? They said yes. So they can't blame me for making the video. But they said you liked the post, but then you went and said go to my likes. And by doing that, you violated Florida law for the promotion of an altered sexual depiction. Megan lives in Florida. Anyway, um, let me see. Your latest grift involves spreading false and outlandish claims that the firearm that Mr. Peterson used to shoot Megan has gone missing. And you falsely suggested that because it went missing, that's why the firearm wasn't presented in court. Putting aside that the firearm was simply one piece in a mountain of evidence presented by the state against Mr. Peterson. Wait a minute. Yeah, I got so much to say about this and can't say nothing. Putting aside that the firearm was simply one piece in a mountain of evidence. What mountain of evidence? You want me to set aside the weapon and the paperwork that says it went missing verbatim? Hello? Putting aside that the firearm was simply one piece in a mountain of evidence presented by the state against Daystar, which resulted in a unanimous guilty conviction beyond reasonable doubt, there is simply no basis in truth or fact for your patently false claims. Indeed, the firearm remains in custody of the Los Angeles Police Department, the truth of which you recklessly disregarded in perpetuating this lie. Nothing prevents Mr. Peterson or his lawyers from testing the firearm. Tellingly, you waited mere days before Mrs. Pete's planned documentary release to the public to spin your latest web of lies by amplifying the falsehood that the firearm is missing when it's not. Miss Pete is confident that the California Appellate Court will deny Mr. Peterson's appeal and writ. Why are you telling me that? Through this letter, we're putting you on notice of the claims and procedures for preserving and retaining potentially relevant information. The civil claims filed against you include, but are not limited to, promotion of an altered sexual depiction, cyberstalking, intentional infliction of emotional distress, invasion of privacy. Isn't that ironic? And then, like, as a caveat off of invasion of privacy, false light, and injunctive relief for your campaign of harassment against Miss Pete. Miss Pete reserves the right to amend her complaint to include additional causes of action based on your misconduct, such as defamation. So they said the procedures described below are the directives that must be followed. So this is what they want me to do. They want me to get all letters, files, emails, spreadsheets, presentations, voicemails, text messages, instant messages, anything like that. Audio tapes, recordings, calendars, pictures, anything. They want that between me and who else? They said they want all communications regarding Megan, but not limited to drafts and final published posts appearing on blog sites, on social media platforms. So access to Stationhead, I guess. Those are up. Access to YouTube videos. Okay. And then what else? Blog sites. I don't send shit to the blogs to post. Never have. So just shit that was posted online. Okay. They want communications between me and Day Day. They want communications between me and Sunstar. They want communications between me and Kelsey. They want communications between me and Jaquan. They want communications between me and academics. They also want any documents exchanged between me and his attorneys. Anything between me and Sean Holly, anything between me and George, anything between me and Jose, or anything between me and Crystal. They said all documents sufficient to show recordings of episodes from your podcast titled Mob Radio and Megan Pete, Daystar Peterson in the case. Okay. So, yeah, that's it basically. And everything else after that is they say don't delete anything and we want copies of it. Then at the end, the third bullet is duration. As the claims of this potential civil action progress, changes in circumstances may require future modification or expansion of the categories of documents to be retained. It's important that you do not destroy or discard any potentially responsive documents until you're informed that the hold is no longer in effect. If you have any questions regarding this notice, please contact Alex Spiro or someone else that was listed. And this was signed by Alex Spiro. Y'all are slow. And what I have to say, and I have to watch my words, of course, and then you just deal with it in court. But what I have to say is, y'all have spent so much time convincing yourself of something that you are about to make a damn fool of yourself. And I laugh at you. I laugh at you. And I'm literally waiting for every blog to mark me as a paid surrogate that was enlisted by him to run a campaign. I am literally waiting so that that can be added to a countersuit that you will be getting. That's psychotic. But she has convinced herself, and they have convinced themselves that money has been spent for me to say this and say that and do this and do that. And yeah, you getting paid, and yeah, and y'all about to look so stupid. They want all communications between, bitch, I could give it to 'em. I want y'all to see the communications. I want y'all to see the communications. Let me say this to you though. Let me give you a little bit of tea. Hold on. And go back to my email. And good luck with this. You too. Well, hold on. Let me make this easy for y'all. I've never in my life spoken to Sean Holly in any form or fashion. There's nothing. I've never in my life spoken to George Medeskin except for in person. Hey, how you doing? There's nothing. I've never spoken to Jose Baez. There's nothing. I've never spoken to Crystal Morgan outside of in person. There's nothing. Me and Livingston Allen, we ain't discussed shit. I've talked to him, yes, but ain't nothing there. I've never spoken to Jaquan privately. I've had a DM conversation with Kelsey. I showed it to you. That's literally it. Sunstar, y'all could see all of that. Daystar, y'all could see that. Literally. When I tell you there's nothing to be found and y'all about to look so fucking stupid because you had literally convinced yourself that that man was paying me, babe, no one from that family, no one associated with Daystar has ever sent me 2 cents. Ever. You can comb through whatever you want to. Never. Never. But that's okay. It'll come out. Y'all are so stupid. They didn't set up and really thought, oh, we gotta, because we know that they paying and we know that this and that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, calling me a paid mo is crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. That's defamation in itself, isn't it? Right? Right. And then anything that I said, we can talk about where I got that from. Sure. Hmm. So I'm pretty sure, and this is just me using context clues. I'm pretty sure, and anything about bots, I've never paid or instructed her, and so there's nothing there. Like all this shit is stupid. And then you told them to go to my likes. Okay. Anyway, so child, the reason why I believe that academics is gonna get a lawsuit as well is because they mentioned him here. Why would you want my correspondence with academics if you didn't intend on challenging academics? So I'm pretty sure that I got this and that an academics got one as well. And I think that that would really be it. Because if they thought that we were networking, then they would want the communications between me and said people that they thought I was networking with. So they literally only want to know outside of people associated with the case what me and academics have talked about because they believe that we were in cahoots of sorts. So I would venture out to say that me and academics are the two people that'll get this lawsuit. No. The crystal that was listed, to be very clear, is Crystal Morgan. Crystal Morgan is the name of the one of the attorneys over there. Not Crystal Nicole. Not Crystal Nicole. And then they gonna sit up here and say, you waited mere days before her planned documentary to release to the public the latest spin of your web of lies. They act like I filed the paperwork. Like, how y'all, these people crazy. So, right. That's when the writ got released. So, okay. So when I say crazy, like, I'm just looking at this stupid shit. And I'm just like, y'all really let this girl run to y'all and say anything. Like saying you described her as an angry black woman. So, and a quote, lying asshole. So, you accused her of having a severe drinking problem. Has anybody seen the first episode of how Megan said she had a drinking problem? So much so that she had to get new friends because no one was telling her to stop drinking. What the fuck are you talking about? I've seen her drinking liquor through a straw. Drive the boat, which was about giving people liquor. I've seen people, Coy Leray, passed out after hanging out with her. An ex-boyfriend said he got a glove box full of BC powders. EJ said when she gets drunk, she get loose and loco. Yeah, I've implied that she had a drinking problem. That's what it seems like to me. What does it look like to you? I don't know. You regularly enlist bots? What bots? Prove it. Another lie. You question if she had a guardian. No, I was told by a verified close friend of hers that she had a guardian. And I questioned if she was competent only after I was told that she had a guardian. Hot girl Chelsea told me that T. Ferris was her guardian and that she didn't appreciate rumors that sounded like she was sleeping with him. Babe, did y'all really take y'all time and go through this? And then anything about the gun being missing, that's in actual court documents. So, okay. And then what else? Cyber stalking? How so? How so? You have to prove these things. Invasion of privacy. And all of this is off the back of, right? How do you cyber stalk a celebrity? All of this is off the back of what? Of the idea that I'm being paid to run a campaign. So if that's not even accurate, then what campaign and what orchestrated effort? See, the way that they try to make that cyber stalking is by saying that you're getting paid and y'all are sitting up planning to affect her career this way. So you're now that's outside of the realm of blogging. Well, that's not true. So you can't make it that. And you're slandering me and you're defaming me. That's what happened. So, um, I know that a lot of people busted a nut today because they thought the sky was gonna fall when this happened. They've been waiting for years for Megan to sue me. Well, Megan is finally suing me. And child, I'm gonna get up and finish packing for Camp Mob. Then what happens? And then you get a lawyer, and then you respond, and then you go through the process. And that's that. Who cares? And now you will have attached me to your brand. See, I'm attached to Tory Lane's brand. I'm not necessarily attached to Megan's brand. If you follow the case, then you may have heard of me. But I'm not attached to Megan's brand. You don't see Megan and think Milagro. But a lot of people do think about the case and associate the case with Tory, and they think about me in that regard. Because Tory is his own star. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him. But I am more associated with him. You understand what I mean? Than her. With that being said, you are now about to forever tie me to your brand. For what? What sense does that make? Because all these people gonna want to do, they gonna want to know who that girl is and what did she say and why are y'all mad at her? And all of this is literally the most trivial shit I've ever seen in my life. Crazy. Um, I want to say something else. It's kind of known publicly that I don't get along with certain people and vice versa. So them not asking for correspondence between me and another party is not indicative of someone else not being sued. But what I will say is I'm thinking about somebody like Jason Lee. Did Jason Lee get served? Hmm. I definitely think Act got served too. Just using context clues. But do you remember I just pulled up the NBC article? They mentioned me, academics, no jumper, and Jason Lee. Etrick, look, let me say your name right. E. Derrick said, I think you shouldn't even say nothing until after the documentary. So y'all think that I should just leave up the tweet, leave up the Instagram post, do a show today, and don't comment on it and delete this live? Here goes my thing. I haven't said anything now that I haven't said before. The idea of a lawsuit has been present since 2022, and they were asking for her to sue me since 2020. So when they've thrown out different things, I've responded and said, child, da 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 da. So I haven't introduced anything new. There's no, if they've been listening, I don't, these are more of these tactics and shit. What happened? Rock Nation is putting themselves in a bad position. No, we're talking about this live right here. Let's tell, please. And you know what, Beyonce, I cannot believe that you would let your husband's company come against your family like this. And I'm putting that in my countersuit as well. I cannot believe that you would allow these people to do this. And you better believe that me being Beyonce's cousin will be putting that paperwork, bitch. Mark my motherfucking words. Because you're also, this is layered. This is layered. It's time for the world to find out. Then I'm Beyonce cousin. Because this is sick. And I want them to call me a liar and I want them to make them draw the blood, bitch. Now it's time, people. It's time for the DNA results and it's time for the mixtape. It's time. Okay? Clock that T. Clock that T. These people are coming up against me because Houston knows I'm Beyonce cousin. And I can't be sitting up here going against Meg. This is an orchestrated effort to defame me. Because if I won't get with the goddamn program, then I gotta be on the outs. This don't make no sense. Okay. They said I can see the headline now. Taurus sister is Beyonce cousin. Crazy. I am so disappointed in Beyonce. Okay. And then y'all sitting up here talking about go hide your wigs and shit. Y'all need to stop operating in the spirit of fear. Do you believe in God or not? Do you believe in God or not? So, oh, let me go hide the wigs. Oh, let me go. Oh, let me go do it. Oh, go get this. Oh, go do it. What the fuck is you antsy for? My heart is not beating fast. Bitch, I ain't crying. I ain't sitting in the motherfucking, what I'm gonna do? Oh my God. Bitch, this ain't that. And go prove to anybody that, bitch, you lost anything on account of me. Every endorsement deal you've gotten, everything you've done. What did I impact? What are you talking about? Now it's emotional distress. Okay, I thought you were feeling great. Ain't that what you said? What are you talking about? So you do this shit long enough, yeah, you might get sued. You might. At least the shit is tied to something I believe in. What you got sued for? Bitch, my stance on the case. That's why. And now extremes are being taken because the whispers have gotten too loud. You want to know why there's a lawsuit? Because we can't walk back where we are. With everything that's come out and up until this point, the public favor and the trash. You have concluded, nah, this shouldn't have went like this. And they said, bitch, you the reason why. That's what it boils down to. Stop. They really want to say, stop listening to her. Stop listening to her. That's what they're trying to make you do. But now it ain't even about listening to me no more. Look at the paperwork. Shit, there you go. You know? So is anyone surprised? The only thing that surprised me, um, look, I guess everything about it. Cause it's so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. Like once again, I could see if someone was pulling things out of their ass and they didn't have anything to back it up. But y'all upset about the gun that's in the paperwork. Like what court of law is gonna enforce this? And what is it that y'all want? And see, Megan did the same thing in the case with Kelsey. Remember how they wanted all the correspondence between her and Tori and whoopty 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 whoop? She is so fixated with this idea that people over here fucking, people over on phone lines, people take, I don't have anything to worry about at all. And calling me a paid motherfucking sir, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. But this is why I tell y'all all the time to step light, bitch. Step light. And make sure when you're doing what you're doing, that bitch you ain't on no fugazi shit. I can prove I've never spoken to Jaquan Smith. Bitch, you'll never find, but not so even much as a fucking DM. Never talked to that nigga in my life. On the phone, never. I've spoken to him on FaceTime off somebody else's phone. Nigga ain't never talked to me, bitch. Never. Ain't got nothing to worry about. Anything that I've said to Daystar on any phone, in any Instagram, anybody could see that. Ain't about shit. What else? Anything with Sunstar you could see. Bitch, I be telling y'all. Ain't nothing to hide. Ain't nothing to hide. I fucking showed it on YouTube when we've been live. And to think and to question my intelligence so much so that you want to subpoena communications between me and his legal team is sick. I ain't never talked to them people. Look how they try to play a nigga. I've never, nigga, I have notebooks full of what I wrote when I sat there and I drew my own conclusions. Nothing I said was at the behest of anyone. That's crazy. That's crazy that you really have made it up in your mind that I was getting paid by the family and that the lawyers must have been feeding me information and document and then I was going online and spewing it. That is crazy. But if it takes going to court to prove to you guys that it was never a dollar amount on it and I didn't gain a fucking penny and that I spent money to go myself to Cali for the trial and to cover it or anything related to the shit and that I really just believed in it, then cool. Shit, okay. Cause I can do that. Ain't been no fugazi, nothing. Right hand to the man. Nigga ain't never set up and fucking, oh, let me give you this and let me give you that. Like, make it make sense. And as someone said, you always say unite the people, daddy, or someone close gave you info. So what? You can have sources and you can talk to people. And people can converse about things. It's not illegal. And it still would matter what was being conversed about. There's nothing sensitive or nothing that shouldn't have been. There's nothing. If you anything that's an implication of even talking through his dad, or no. So there's nothing. They said Megan gonna say his daddy took your kids Christmas shopping. And he can do that if he wants. If he took them on a shopping spree 10 times a year, he could do that. So, but what the fuck is really wrong with these dumbass people? Like it's a waste of time. They said she paid Kelsey rent for a year. You can't make everything all inclusive and say, oh, y'all went out to eat one time. You were paid more. No, doesn't work like that. They said I didn't know you were a paid mo. Me nor my bank account knew I was a paid mo either. hmm let me take this down and come back. Y'all talking about
Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side.